Communities all across Western Mass are now in the process of responding to federal subpoenas regarding their dealings with marijuana businesses.
The U.S. Attorney for Massachusetts is launching this investigation as the mayor of Fall River, Mass. is charged with extorting the cannabis business for hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Western Mass News reporter Audrey Russo joins us live in studio with exclusive new details. Audrey.
Chris and Beth, nearly every community with a recreational marijuana shop appears to be subject to these federal subpoenas. Western Mass News digging deeper, we've been able to confirm that the cities you see on the screen have received a federal subpoena. Those with question marks are cities with host community agreements for pot shops, but who did not respond to our question in time for this broadcast. Springfield confirmed to me that they have yet to receive a subpoena. Now, several of the city officials we reached out to say they're being asked to provide investigators with any and all communications they've had with marijuana businesses. That includes the host community agreements that mayors and pot shop proprietors negotiate when a cannabis business wants to open their doors.
The extortion allegations against the mayor of Fall River represent the potentially illegal avenue city officials could try when courting marijuana businesses in their town. On paper, marijuana companies must reach a host community agreement with officials in the city they hope to call home. Per state law, Western Mass cities can collect a maximum 3% of what pot shops within their borders earn in gross revenue. But as pot shops scramble to claim their spot in this heavily regulated market, cities want to ensure they get the best deal. So they negotiate extras from pot companies like funding for marijuana education and community improvements. Because each city is different, each city's host community agreements are different.
I think we're standing on solid legal ground.
Springfield City Council President Justin Hurst recently voted to reject the special permit for INZA, who's looking to open a recreational pot shop at the old Lux Burger site alongside I-91.
They're going to get on the highway, they're going to get their marijuana, and they're going to leave. They're not going to spend any of their money in the heart of Springfield.
He said the location was the biggest reason why he denied INZA's permit, but says it wasn't the only part of the host community agreement that raised red flags.
I did question how they arrived at giving $100,000 to Echoes, which is fully funded. I also wondered why they were giving $100,000 to the Riverfront, which we just gave over $3 million to.
One of INZA's lawyers telling Western Mass News they filed an appeal to get the Lux Burger location back, saying their application followed all the regulations and included those charitable extras as an act of good faith.
He made it sound like a negative thing, and I can't quite wrap my head around how giving charitable contributions could be construed as a negative part of the application.
Newly re-elected Hurst claims INZA's owners made a more covert act in the weeks leading up to the special permit vote.
I received 3 checks from the owners of INZA, so I don't know what their intentions were. I don't know whether they thought they were going to buy me. I sent those checks back.
INZA's lawyers declined to comment on the checks, saying all campaign donations are public record. Because Hurst claims not to have cashed the checks, they don't show up on his campaign donors list available online, as he says he didn't have to report them. However, he claims the presence of the U.S. Attorney investigating the host community agreements would be welcome in his city.
Everybody deserves a level playing field.
The lawyer for INZA says they are not seeking any damages in their lawsuit. They simply want the old Lux Burger location for their business. Reporting live in studio, Audrey Russo for Western Mass News.